That was really pleasant. The EST sound followed by the hydrate, so lovely. I somehow, I'm live like 15 minutes earlier than I'd intended because I got up to go to the bathroom before I went live and somehow managed to hit the go live button. So I've never done that before. Like that, as a Twitch streamer, you live in fear of accidentally like leaving the stream on and showing somebody your bare ass. So I would like to apologize on behalf of me and my God if you heard whatever TikTok I was listening to as I stood up to go for a piss. But friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people who are in possession of souls, it is I, RightBigChimken, and I have had a week. It's been. George is better. We've had nipple before. It's fine. It is true. It is very true. Everybody remembers the nip slip of 2023. It was a good time. A good time was had by all. It's been a week. It's been George. Let's just start with George because I think people were expecting me to talk about George anyway. And I'm just gonna put it out there. If you were that guy that watches my VODs on my YouTube that doesn't like me talking about my cats, this bit isn't for you. All right? This bit isn't for you. I'm about to talk about my cats. George got his leg amputated this week. George got his leg amputated this week, and that went it's been a time. He's doing well. We were a little late with the pain application of pain medication yesterday, which left everything a teeny bit ropey. But today he's been eating, he's been drinking, he's been sleeping, he's been moving around. He's already moving around so significantly he's so much less restricted than he was now that he's got the leg off, in terms of he's not in pain from whatever infection that he had previously, and now it's just all about recovery and sort of taking care of him as best as we can. He's really enjoying trips to the vet because we have to go to the vet daily until Monday at the earliest, possibly longer than that if he requires more pain medication. But yeah, I'm going to put it out there. I don't recommend getting your animal's limb amputated to anybody. Obviously, do it if they require it and pay your fucking insurance. If you don't have pet insurance, get it, because we would have been absolutely screwed. I actually have the number today because I asked for it. If we didn't have pet insurance, we would currently be £3,057 in the hole. We pay pet insurance on a monthly basis. We would, to extend George's life, to improve his quality of life over the course of however long that he has left in this world, pay your pet insurance. If you are a country, I am sort of told that some countries don't even have pet insurance. But if pet insurance is an option for you and you want to save yourself a hell of a lot of pain, please consider pet insurance to make sure your animals are best taken care of, because I never want to be put in a position where like our financial viability is sort of weighted against the longevity of one of our animals or one of our creatures. That would not be, I don't think I would ever be able to live with myself if we didn't pay for him to get taken care of. So yeah, George, I have been dealing with a number of my own mental issues with regards to George as a thing, so you might notice that the corner pets have been removed. That is now a permanent change. I was sort of on the fence. I was thinking about it, but I've decided it's going to be a permanent change moving forward. There will be no more corner pets. However, there it is. Somebody got there first.
Hooray. Dilemma01_01 has been nesting with us for 25 months. Good evening.
We have a new redeem on the channel. It is called Raining Cats and Frogs. Those images are very easy to create and alternate. I can have 4 images as part of that scene, so we will just go through the course of however long, and we'll just update those as we go. So no more permanently on-screen pets. I forgot to do something. That is currently spammable. Do not spam it. I need to change it. I didn't turn it on. I didn't turn on a restriction. The restriction is now on. So you can redeem that. It's getting faster. Okay, the restriction is now on. You can't spot. Should have said that faster. It's a severe storm. Yeah, it's raining cats and frogs. But you also get the bit. I also have taken the opportunity. So George is going to feel better eventually, and is also going to want to appear on stream again because every time he appears on stream, he gets treats. So I have been tinkering with the George redeem. I have a counter, so he can only get treats 4 times in one stream. But I'll show you an example.
He's like McGregor, he's got no legs left.
Your favorite ginger cheeseman lost a leg when he hit 80 miles an hour and it traveled solo without him back to the 1980s. Sorry, I've done a few little stories in relation to this. So I'll do another one.
He's like McGregor, he's got no legs left.
Apparently, it's only picking that one today. Your favorite ginger cheeseman lost a leg when he hit 80 miles an hour and it traveled solo without him back to the 1980s.
He's like McGregor, he's got no legs left.
Your favorite ginger cheeseman repeatedly ignored the no loafing on the conveyor belt sign and lost a leg in the ensuing industrial smelting accident. What is that sound? There is a video, like, go back to the old internet. There's a very Irish man and his family trying to catch a bat in his kitchen. And it's just a dude repeatedly going, catch him, Derry. Oh, fuck. Maureen, would you stop hiding behind the door? The dog's pissing. The dog's pissing. And at one point he says, he's like McGregor, he's got no legs left. And that's what that is. I love how you process your mental fun times with creation. Yes. This has been one of my shittest intros to a stream in the history of time. Can we just put that out there? I'm wearing a bathrobe. I hit the button to go live before I was ready to go live. Ugh. This is a metaphor for the week that I've had. That is a metaphor for the week that I've had. We'll move on past that point. George is doing great. I am being irrational on X number of things in relation to George, but I'm being repeatedly told by the vets, by Dolly, by people we know, that we're doing just fine and he's taking care as best as he possibly can. Stop it. There has been nothing wrong with this intro. Typical jank. And you can see a tiny bit of chest hair. Is that good? Is that working for you? I can hide it behind my other hair, but still. Is that against terms of service? I don't know. But we'll just roll with it and see how we feel. I can't remember if I've said this. I'm completely off-pissed. So, friends and enemies, distinguished guest, people in possession of souls, we will eventually get to Cairn, but here is your dog. Am I massively out of date again? I think I'm massively out of date again. I had shirts showing more. Good. Someone described me as Serene in the Discord video, and I took it as a compliment, and here I am. Here is Zoa. That's Zoa. They're having a sleep and are wearing a pair of human glasses. That's just ridiculous. This is Zoa. She is a very studious pup. As you can tell by her glasses, her actions may suggest otherwise, but her glasses are what's important. Focus on the glasses. This is Nico. Why are they all wearing fancy dress? This is Nico. He is a private investigator, currently working on the case of the car that came down the street but wasn't his human. 13 out of 10 this time. It's personal. Okay, we're up to Thursday, everybody. This is Tank. That's Tank. Isn't he cute? That's Tank. Tank here is showing you what you look like working at your desk all day. Pretty silly, her. Maybe it's time for a walk. Bombastic side-eye. Oh, I fucking love a Sharpay. This is Mushu. Look at Mushu. That's Mushu. This is Mushu. As you can see in the data behind him, wrinkles are in this quarter, and if his predictions are correct, they'll be in for a long time. Chimken compliments himself. Well, I fill out this robe real nice. Like, can we just put that out there? I fill this robe out real nice. This is as close to an OnlyFans as I'm ever going to create. So, like, you just need to be prepared. I am wearing pants. I am wearing full trousers, socks, and underwear under this. So if anybody is hoping for an actual bare ass shot or maybe a little slice of peen, today is not. That's not going to happen. I'm also wearing a flowery hat. That's awkward, isn't it? That was an awkward transition. He knows stink. He stonks. Okay, we are going to Google and we're going to get the food game out of the way real quick because I'm going to procrastinate real freaking hard today because I've got the hardest wall in the entire game to do and I'm inevitably going to bin my Cairn run as best as I possibly can. I complimented myself. I fill out this robe real nice. That's a compliment. That was a completely legitimate compliment. Also, I'm going to read through chat real quick because I'm doing everything out of order. It's going real well. Kara, thank you very much for the first. And welcome in. DollyWhiskers, welcome in. Thank you for the quiet hello. Ira, always a pleasure. Hope you're good. Jura, thank you very much for the contribution. Chat, if you go to your channel point menu and enter any channel points into the community challenge, they will be refunded to you at the end of a 30-day period. It's all about teaching you a life skill. It's all about teaching you how to save. It's all about giving you the power to afford my more expensive channel point redeems. Sky Alakar, welcome in. Kara is cackling. Always a pleasure to make Kara laugh. Vulcan Ryan, thank you very much for the contribution. How do you accidentally hit go live, Dolly? How do I do anything that I actually do? Like, how do I do anything that I do? I do all sorts of things extremely poorly, and it never goes very well. If you would like to join us on Bongo Cat, you can. Bongo Cat is the little assortment of cats that is above my webcam right now. If you download the app available on Steam, you can also get there using the !idle redeem. If you download the Bongo Cat app on Steam, you can use the lobby code that's currently pinned to chat, and you can appear as one of these little creatures that's available on my stream right now. For some reason, Dilemma is not going behind my cat, so we're just going to put Dilemma on the top of the pile. I don't know why that's happening. But also, if you're not aware of this as an experience that they've added, you can fire fireworks in Bongo Cat right now. Look at him. You can fire fireworks. I'm weaponizing my Twitch stream. Anyway, also you can download the playtest for, if you can get on the playtest. The playtest is available for Tap Tap Loot. They've just added multiplayer, which is the little cat that goes along every time I click. You can experience it if I do this. Look, he's got legs. He's walking. He's killing that slime up in the top right-hand corner. It's very exciting. But that's it. Those are my idle games. Those will be sticking it out. I have culled a few of my on-screen components today, and those will be staying, if anybody was curious. Merrick, welcome in. Merrick, thank you also for the contribution and hitting me in the face with your bag of flour, also pressing the button. Curse, thank you very much for the contribution and using Established 2022. Reminder, everybody, I was established in 2022 on Twitch. It's been a long, strange trip it's been in RightBigChimken's Twitch stream. Jura, thank you very much for the 285 stream streak. Holy shit. Jura, I think you like me. It's okay. I know we're friends. It's good. Cursed, I have said your name already. Fiddy, welcome in. Dilemma, thank you very much for the sub. It's raining again. Jura, thank you. Thank you, Jura. Thank you for being here. Dilemma, thank you very much for the contribution. I'm glad that this is a winner. Apparently, me saying I don't fill out a robe is no, Jura. Me in the robe, Jura, it's a compliment. It's a compliment, Jura. We're just going to stick with that. Betty, thank you very much for the contribution. Some news: Warframe was released in Android. Can you imagine? Aren't all Warframes Androids? And no, I can't. I can barely play that. I bet. Did you know that your cat in Tap tap Luke can die. Yes, I did know that. Have you not Have you not died Have you not died the entire time? Dilemma, have you only just learned that death is a thing in that game? Yeah, that's too much fun. Thanks, Jura. You need to equip them and then hover above your cat and click on the rocket. Apparently, thank you. We got another sub. I'm not. Fitty! Thank you, Fitty. Blue sub, thank you very much for the contribution. Yeah, I have. And Jura, thank you for the hydrate. Okay, we're all caught up in the chat. Now we have to rate which of these foods is better. We have stewed peas. I'm going to move this down here just for a minute. Love me a round number, 16 months.
Bork Bork. 50 cent just becked the Prime subscribe button.
Thank you.
Love me a round number.
Thank you very much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. We have Gronkel mit Pinkel, or stewed peas. Gronkel mit Pinkel. This dish features hearty kale stewed until tender, accompanied by a distinct smoky sausage known as pinkel, often served with boiled potatoes. The meal is seasoned with onions, bacon, and a pinch of mustard, providing a robust and savory flavor experience. The combination of the nutrient-rich kale and rich, flavorful sausage makes it a warming and satisfying dish, especially popular in colder months. It's sausage, meat, and potato. I would eat me some pinkel. The U sounds more like a U. Not with the Grunkel? Grunkel mit Pinkel? Yeah, okay. I'll take your word for it. You do speak German, so I imagine that you are correct when you say that. But the U with the umlaut sounds more like a U, not pronouncing with the W too much. Grunkel. Okay. Thank you. This dish is a hearty, comforting meal featuring red kidney beans simmered with salted meats, often included pork or beef, and sometimes pig's tails. I was all for this until it said pig's tails, so we're not doing pig. Grunkel McPinkle sounds like a Scottish cartoon character. I hear that in my brain. I'm going for the sausages. It's the sausages. They lost me at pig's tails. Why are we getting all the German ones today? How about this, Jura? Eisbein? How's been with you? Tiracoffatiri. Tiracoffatiri? This dish is a creamy and spicy cheese dip made with feta cheese as its main ingredient. It's blended with a hint of heat from chili peppers or paprika. Eisbein. And often enhanced with yogurt, olive oil, and a splash of vinegar or lemon juice for tanginess. The texture is smooth and spreadable, making it perfect for serving with bread or fresh vegetables for dipping. Both sound good. I don't like that cut of pork. You can see... No, you know what? You know why I don't like this? If you zoom in on it, you can see the hair that's on the outside of whatever this cut of pork is. Visually speaking, I'm going to have to go with the cheese dip. Yeah. Pie and mash, United Kingdom, or stromboli, United States. So this is a pie. Is that liquor? There's a technical term for the sauce that is. This dish begins with making or buying a meat-filled pastry, prepared mashed potatoes for boiling, green parsley sauce, liquor, and stromboli is like a rolled pizza. I don't think I need to read out the ingredients for this because that's a pie, a sauce, and a mashed potato, and that's a stromboli, which is like a rolled pizza. I'm so not here for pie floater. Honestly, it's not floating in it. The sauce is an acquired taste. I am personally not here for it, and I don't like mashed potato as a choice. Dolly loves the stuff, so I have to eat it every once in a while. But if I had the option to consume potato in any format, it would always be a roast potato. So that's what we call that here, pie floater. Don't call it a floater. That just makes it sound like a poo. That's a drink. And why are they all German today, chat? Can you make sure Chim tries to be gentle to himself, please? Only if you help me learn what this is. A schnimmab. Schnimmab. It's just in. Chim hates chips. A Lamington? Is that what oh, it's a Lamington, Australia, yeah. A shmamab. Shinamab. This dish combines a tall glass. Also, honestly, Sky, If I had to take any type of potato, it would be a roast potato. I can take or leave chips. This dish combines a tall glass with lemonade and a generous topping of sweet, airy egg whites. That is lemonade and fluffy egg whites. I'm not here for it. Lamington. I don't even need to know what a lamington is. That is lemonade and egg white. This stuff again. This stuff was very popular last time we saw it. The Chinamousse sounds delicious. Vinaigrette. Got a hype train. Thank you for the hype train. I appreciate it. Everybody, there's a hype train. Get hype. Vinaigrette, which is just chopped veg, if I recall. This dish is a vibrant salad composed primarily of boiled root vegetables. Yeah. And then this, the zerd. This dish is a sweet, vibrant dessert made with rice, saffron, and sugar. This was ludicrously popular when it last came up. It's come up a couple of times now, I think. Thank you very much for the biddies. I appreciate it. It's zerd, and I don't know why, because that photo is gross.
Chirp chirp. Dilemma01_01 just cheered 100 bits.
Chiam Botter versus Chapaghetti. I made creme brulee last week. It was great. I have never... Noah, can I be honest with you? I've never eaten a creme brulee. Can we still be friends? Well, we're not really, we're acquaintances, but, can we still be acquaintances if I've never eaten a creme brulee? Not to make it weird. I mean, I made it for work. Was it good, though? I can get on board with the blowtorch and the crispy sugar on the top. It's not a passion of mine or anything. I mean, there are worse things to be into. You get to use a blowtorch. It's basically like metalwork. You get to use a blowtorch. That news just in. Creme brulee is the manliest dessert you can buy on this planet. Not that blowtorching is gendered. No, we're just going to move on from what I just said. The exact origins are somewhat unclear, as it is a dish that is prepared in various regions, each with its own unique twist on the recipe. However, it is believed to have originated south of the country, where it is a popular dish among farmers who use fresh, locally grown veg. That tells me nothing. And noodles. This dish combines the savory taste of black bean sauce with the convenience of instant noodles. It's going to be the noodles. Of course it's the noodles. The scrapple, or the makara puranet, which is what? Cheesy chips. Cheesy chips. I'm not even going to find out what that was. It's the cheesy chips. Should we just... I'm doing really well. Shall I ruin it right now? Nasi timbal versus nasi kuning. Both from Indonesia. This dish involves wrapping steamed rice in banana leaves, then grilling it to infuse a unique aroma. Serve it with sides like fried chicken, tofu, tempeh, sambal, and fresh vegetables. The wrapping imparts a distinct flavor and keeps the rice warm. This dish involves cooking rice with coconut milk, turmeric, and various... Is this exactly the same thing? Oh no, it's no banana leaves with this. I'm gonna go with the one that comes with fried chicken. I was wrong. I don't... Sausages. That isn't... Tempura. I was doing so well and it just went off. It just went off. I love a good sausage sizzle. Why is it not just a sausage? Could you explain that to me? I probably should have clicked on it to find out, but a sausage sizzle surely is just a sausage, right? Let's not be out here making just eat a sausage. As they sizzle on a barbecue, then that's a barbecued sausage. It didn't need a special name. You kids and your weird names for food things. I'm gonna do the perfect storm, because for some reason I can't get past, because of the way that this stream started, I can't get past this idea that I didn't say friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people who are in possession of souls. We're playing Cairn today. We're going to play some Cairn. We're doing the hardest climb in my experience for the entire game. And if I die, I have to reset the entire run, because, reminder, we are playing on hard mode. I'm late. Was healing a dungeon, couldn't chat. No worries, Cecile. A lurk is always appreciated. I hear a helicopter. Hope my power comes back soon. You get them from the hardware store for a few dollars and support charity. A sausage sizzle? Like a barbecued sausage from the hardware store? Do people buy grilled meat? Wait. Whoa. I haven't had power in 4 days. Don't dox yourself, but can you tell me why? In the parking lot, it's a whole thing. Like Americans going, no, because that's like a 7-Eleven. Why the hardware store? Lots of snow. I hope. Just try to remain. Stay safe. Stay safe. Exit. Stay safe best as you can. I hope your power comes back soon. How are you on the internet if you have no power? How is your data on your phone if you're on the internet with no power? I already wrecked my car. The mistake was driving your car. It just is. Don't think about it too hard. I don't think I would. The cell tower is on a generator. I don't think I would trust a sausage I bought from a hardware store. That me being judgmental? Am I judgmental, Chim, if I don't trust a sausage that I bought at the hardware store? When I go to a hardware store, not that I go to a hardware store, but if I was to go to a hardware store, my first thought when I went in the door would be, where is the hammer and nails, or like glue, or 2x4? I don't know. I'm not going in there and going, you know what I want? A sausage. Not now, but if you're genuinely intrigued, Google Bunnings sausage. No, I'm Googling now. I'm Googling now. The stream is a write-off anyway. It's all over the shop today. Bunnings sausage. Home Depot I used to live near had the best breakfast burritos. It's not the store selling it. There's someone outside of it with a grill doing some cooking. Even then, that's the photo that appeared on that game that we just played. A sausage sizzle is a community event in Australia and New Zealand to cook and serve sausages in bread, also referred as a sausage sandwiches or sausage sizzles, which are grilled or barbecued sausages, more commonly beef or pork, sliced in a slice of bread with grilled onions. Okay, so like, I'm going to put it out there, right? You're saying it's in the car park. That's the trick. They're outside the store. So if we went to a hardware store, at least before COVID, I'm not sure if this is still a thing, you used to have a burger van. There was always a burger van in a big hardware store car park. So I'm assuming this is kind of just the same thing. I will hold up my hand and say I've still never bought a burger from a burger van in a hardware car park. So it's not. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. If I go shopping for like, the last thing I want to buy is stuff like, I can't decide. Also, those don't look done. Why is this? Look at this. Look at that. You can see it. Like, there's a crispy redness to this sausage here. There's a crispy redness to this sausage here, but what's going on this side? Why is it all loose like that? That's not evenly distributed. That's not evenly distributed cooking. I would like to speak to their manager. We also do a democracy sausage. Okay, I'll bite. First, what's a democracy sausage? In the UK, we also do an up dog. Do you know what an up dog is? Let's play some Cairn. Let's wipe this run of Cairn so I can just end this week of misery that I've had waiting to ruin this run of Cairn that I'm currently doing. We go over here. Similar to a Henway. It's the same thing, but it's only for when you go vote. We do most of our voting at schools, and the money from that goes to the school. Okay. A democracy dog. I nearly walked into that one, yeah. But I got you. What's up, dog? Yeah. Yeah, I'm also going to remember to change the game right this second, because for some reason I have a blank on that sometimes. But we've changed the game, chat. Personal growth. I don't want to die right now, but I think it's kind of inevitable. If I make it to the ledge at the top of this wall, I will do a victory lap of the house with my nips out. So, like, this sucks. Like, this is the hardest wall in the entire game. We did a brief look at the like route that it wanted me to take, And I'm heading in sort of like I need to hit that colored line. I need to like climb up from where I am, like here, right? I need to hit that colored line, and when I hit this bit here, I need to start pushing to the left. Like, I need to work at a diagonal. When I did this before, it was very much like a vertical climb, and that was my mistake. I am going to foolishly sleep through the night, because I also don't want to be doing this in the middle of the frickin' nighttime. Jared, thank you for the hydrate. Okay, we've not lost an excessive amount of food. The game is trying to connect to that website that it keeps connecting to for some reason. I'm getting a little bit concerned, but we're not going to worry too much. I am... going to eat that. Sure. Okay, we're ready. We're ready, chat. You and me together. Powdered milk turns the contents of that bottle into goat's milk, correct? Yeah, that's good. We'll store that. That's a good source of food. I'm stuck on this wall in my current playthrough. It is the hardest wall in the entire game. Like, it's not even close. It is so difficult. Compost that. And you also want to try and be... Have you started your book, Chim? No. I was really looking forward to getting started on it this week. But one thing led to another, and our son got his leg removed. Get off the wall. Get off the wall. But it's like up there in things that I'm planning to do very soon. Because I do need to read it. It's not something I want to. I want to read this book. Like, I actively want to read this month's books, because Dolly, I just posted my combined review for the second. Dolly bought me my own copy of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy as a present, so I don't want this month of all months to be the months that I skip the books because of, like, I just don't want to do that. And it's raining! We've only just started and it's already raining! Why does God hate me? I'm just curious, no pressure. No, I know you're not pressuring me, and I will definitely read. Like, my plan is to start it on my lunch breaks at work next week, when work is a little bit less like I'm leaving George at home with Dolly and he's ailing, because on my lunch breaks this week I really did just sort of like sit and try not to stress too hard. Are you even British if you're surprised that it's raining? Probably not. No, you are right. We've had quite shitty weather for the last few weeks in this country. There's flooding everywhere. Oh, I turned this off at the beginning of stream. Honestly, it's one of my favorite hats, everybody. So please enjoy the wide-brimmed sun hat.
I could have been a decent cave painter, actually. Almost there.
This is bucket hat. Yeah, I can see it. And then I'm at least a little bit amazed that you know that reference. Hyacinth, it's bouquet, darling, not bucket. It's bouquet.
Great.
My mum loves that show. Watched some of it as a kid. Really? I'm surprised, honestly, that it made its way out of the UK. It's very British humor. I kind of want my robot to stop running over my feet. Could I just quit now, do you think? Can I just quit and never play the game again? I don't want to do that. If I, like... I'm probably going to put it... I'm going to probably put it down that if I'm going to operate on a 3 strikes method. If I can't beat the hard mode in 3 attempts, especially if I'm beaten by the hard mode at this time... every attempt, I might call it a day for hard mode running, but we are going to do another full playthrough, if only to make the decisions that we didn't make on the way up. Also, robot, please leave me alone. Yeah, PBS and GA usually does British shows on a Saturday evenings, keeping up appearances. Are you being served? And as time goes by, 3 most common. Incredible, honestly. I didn't realize they had such widespread. I love that that's like their take though, because there are more recent English TV shows that they could probably put on that would be slightly more contemporary than those as an option. As classic, maybe not, but perhaps a little bit less ridiculous in terms of the time of the world that it was depicting. I imagine British humor has come on quite some time since then. Or I like to believe it has, anyway. Okay, I need to start heading upwards from where I am right now. Your rights have something to do with their choice? Yeah, probably. Story time.
Oh, this is not the time. Stop beeping right now. Stop it! I need to focus!
Why, Baba? I keep asking myself that question. It's just stuck in my head. Why? Why did you leave? Why do you feel the need to climb that big, stupid rock? And why does it affect me so much? Capsule died 2 days ago. He was only 9 years old, can you believe it? He still had a nice life ahead of him. He spent his last night at the vet. You should have seen him in his cage. All skin and bones. Drugged up. He could barely walk. But he recognized me, Ava. And he tried to snuggle up to me. when the time came, the vet asked me if I wanted to leave the room. Why would I let him go alone? I stayed, of course. And then, at the end, I held him against me. I told him I loved him. And his little body collapsing into my arms. You can't forget that feeling. Anyway, once again, I am breaking your concentration, but I would love to know, Ava. Why?
Ah! 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 Ah!
Yeah, that story snuck up on me too the first
She
time.
doesn't get it. She doesn't get any of it.
You just there's no sort of like you're on one of the hardest climbs that you've had to do the entire game so far, and then it starts dropping emotion on you. Like, just give me 5 seconds to breathe, please. I need to head towards those flowers. We're gonna get stormy any second. The pinwheel is going, you can see it.
Incoming. Oh, yes.
Sit there a second. Okay. Storm done. Onwards, upwards.
So close.
You're right, I watched an episode recently and I got a lot more of it, knowing more about your islands. That said, there's still plenty of back and forth between her and her husband. That bluntness, if needs no translation. Those heightened aspirations of Bucket, though, stemming from different contexts of strong classes and rigged game of. I'm honestly, if it's part of me as a person that likes media is really happy that that sort of thing still has a place. I do wonder what the modern day equivalent is, because I don't watch UK TV anymore and haven't for quite some time. So I don't know if there's a contemporary equivalent of those sorts of things. Did you know they made a Massive Bucket movie? I did not. Please, sir, move your right arm. Thank you. Different actress. It's about when she's young. There was very briefly a tendency to do that in this country. They did a couple of like fairly highly reviewed ones. There were a couple of EastEnders spin-offs. EastEnders is a big soap opera in this country. Only Fools and Horses, which is another popular TV show of that era, had like a prequel series. definitely start heading upwards. I feel like I'm massively lagging behind. Almost. I don't like the way that that rock is sticking out, so I'm going to try and go up here instead. You know, that and Mr. Bean were probably the very first things I knew of UK. I'm so sorry. There are nicer ways to be introduced to the UK. Like, if that was a good memory for you, I'm really glad. But there are so many better ways to be introduced to our country.
Whoosh.
God damn it! What the hell happens if I revive there? Get! I'm gonna revive, but I have no idea what happens if I revive in this position. It just rewinds time. Is it gonna stop eventually?
That's better.
Watch me do exactly the same thing. Okay, no, we're up past it that time. Stop fucking breathing! Oh my god. You're such a stress head. I mean, I have just killed her, but still. We are at least on target, because I know for a fact the speedrunner that I watched went past this little bag that's on this shelf here. It's chalk. It's not particularly exciting. The speedrunner I watched walked past this. Okay, so we're not excessively far away, but what's the best way to go here? I feel like I want to get onto this. There's this face here. Like I want to get round that edge. Yeah, still very hydrated. The grab hold there. Don't you fucking dare get stormy while I'm stood here.
I feel a gust coming.
Put your feet down, hold on. Stay there. Ads coming up any second, chat. Thank you for joining me for the first hour. I know this has been... Oh my god, how many times you're able to rewind time? It's one flower that I had in my inventory. That was my one free get out of jail free card. So if I die now, I die in real life.
Right on.
But this is the wall that I've been saying is the hardest wall in the game from the very beginning. If I die here, I've made more progress on my first attempt at hardcore than I was expecting to by a long way. I'll be sad if I fail. Hi Seedlet, we're on the hard wall, Seedlet. We had to use our free death flower. And now I'm very conscious of the fact that I can die. God's sake, calm down. She had footing. Amit, for some reason, just magically lost it. Fuck my life. Thank you for the contribution, Seedlet. We're going up here. Stay there a sec. Fuck. Take a couple of seconds every couple of steps. Oh, okay. We're so close! It's right there! It's right there! Oh! First try, sort of, even though I had a death part way up. Oh my god! And that is the route. Now, do not trip and fall off this frickin' thing like I did when I came up here the first time. I ran along this bridge and just fell off the mountain. That is the hardest part in the entire game. It's like the end part, the end game is not as hard as that is.
That was a slog, wasn't it? Whew.
It was challenging, sure.
Challenging. That's one way to put it. That challenge just about wiped me out.
Are you getting tired?
Getting tired. I'm way past that. I'm burnt out.
Thank you for the bits.
There's always a
Chirp,
time in the
chirp.
climb when you're
Cursed _ pineapple
But
just
as soon as
cheered
you get over it,
300
the
bits.
motivation
GG's,
returns,
you were so
and
scared
you're
of
left
it.
filled with rage to get to the top.
I don't know that I've ever felt that rage.
You can do it, Marco. The summit isn't far off.
If you say so.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry about last time. After the lake.
I've been told I'm a terrible singer. I have no regrets. Okay, I'm gonna bivvy right here. Care to join me?
I don't know. Maybe next time.
Would this change your mind?
We're gonna get drunk again.
What is it?
I know next to nothing about booze. Tastes kind of herbal.
I think I'd rather be alone.
And then they got drunk on a mountain.
Hold on, hold on. That's good. Just not too much. please, no, that's good.
No, we need to finish the bottle. We gotta shed some weight.
How long have you been carrying this around?
I found it in a cave. I'm sure some climber got buzzed and left it behind.
Wait, how old did you say you were? You seem a little young to be drinking.
Hey, don't throw my parents, okay?
Do they understand what you're doing?
What, you mean climbing? Can people who don't climb really understand it? Are they able to feel even a tenth of what it's like to be on the wall? To have
Hi,
got over
Robin.
an incredibly hard crux? Or to hold your entire body between your thumb
Don't
and
stay
your
long, no worries.
forefinger?
Thank you for popping
The
in.
adrenaline when you pound a piton from an unstable position. Or the wind lashing against
I'm at a
your
party,
tent
go
walls,
party.
making you wonder if the carabiner is gonna hold. The wind at all time, at every moment. The wind.
Drinking pina coladas.
The wind and the rock.
One-star martinis. Well, I hope you have fun.
That is what it is. Hard to blame them, you know? There's no way they could get it.
Thank you, Robin. I try not to get eaten by bears. Here it comes, chat. Here it comes. Weirdest scene in the entire game. We've done the hardest scene in the entire game. Now comes the weird bit. You're not prepared. Arthur's on a drug trip. Well, not a drug trip, like an alcohol-induced hallucination. I'm not entirely sure what you'd cause this, but I used to drink heavily and I never experienced anything like this. Shrooms. Ruka Pitao, thank you very much for the first time chat. That alcohol was laced with shrooms. Thank you very much for the follow. As you can see, my follows are anonymous.
Cluck cluck. Someone has just joined the Bok Bok Brigade.
If you'd like to make yourself known in chat, please do so. Otherwise, know that lurking is appreciated. Oh, look, goats. And emotions. I was not mentally prepared for that scene when we played the first time.
You all right? Boo's not treating you right, huh?
I'm also about to bin every single
found
piece of
some
water I
medicine
have in the
buckets.
game.
That helps?
Oh, don't ever make me drink that nasty stuff again. Ugh.
No worries there. We drank it all.
Tasty.
Water. I need water.
Take your time. Get some rest. I'll do a bit of scouting. We can meet further up.
Yeah, I would. I'm vomiting right now. So I have. Is this gonna?
That's better.
I've got coffee.
A little bit. Oh, it hurts.
It makes you drink a percentage of your water. That's all of the water I had. Does it even count? It does count. Okay, now we need to rush because I've got nothing. I can never camping a tent hanging off the side of a cliff. It's not even just off a cliff. It's hung off a cliff, pinched to the top of the roof. Like they suspend it off the floor. And I'm assuming it's a warmth thing in terms of your body heat spreading out into the floor. But that is still wild to me. Okay, I have extra sweet juice, which is hydration. Okay, we're not... We've got some food, but I cannot... Some water, but I cannot hang around. We need to get upstairs. Quick as you like. Watch me die now. Like, I'm not worried about this bit, but if I wipe here, it would be fucking typical. Best bit to go up is where he is. Bok, I melt into my bed. Don't melt into your bed. Hi, Nye. How's it going? Hope you're good. Are you hot? That Naomi, so hot right now. Nye, thank you for returning your Candy Crush egg and borrowing a butterfly egg. Doing some Chim admin. Basically Chidmin. I mean, I am a very administratively driven human being, so I can get that. It's very important to rotate your eggs as best as you possibly can. Technically, that isn't that tent is based on the portalage, but I think it's copyrighted. Interesting. It's brave of you to know. It's brave of you to believe I know what a portalage is. That's what I'm saying. Wait, what are you saying? Did you win at Marvel Rivals at least? Portable ledge? Oh. Again, I don't know what that is. I'm saying that like I know what you're talking about. We did? Good. That's got MVP. There's a first time for everything. I know TC is the one that always gets MVP when you guys play, right? I fucked up here so goddamn bad. Oh, story, that was lucky. The tent you've been using? Whoa!
Marco? Are you okay?
Oh, jeez. So lame. That's what I get for trying to impress you. This part's pretty hard. I've already fallen 5 times from the same place.
5 times? Come on. Keep pushing. This part doesn't look very complicated.
I'm not even using a rope.
I'm just stressed out. My arms are starting to hurt. I'm feeling tired.
You can do it, Marco. You didn't climb all this way to get stuck on such an easy route.
An easy route? I don't find that very encouraging, you know.
Fatigue is all in your head, Marco. You can do it, okay? Listen to me. You can do it. I believe in you.
Now that's my kind of medicine. Okay.
I believe in Marco. Boom, boom.
Up and left. I don't know.
Can't project it, can you?
Nope.
Okay. So you see the little overhang to the right?
This one?
No, that one over there. There's a vertical crack at arm's length to the right.
Okay, got it.
So you can hook your left foot and right hand in this crack, then grab the hold just above left-handed.
Okay. Okay, I think I got it.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Like right now? I'll get nervous if you watch me climb.
Hey Marco, I meant what I said. I believe in you. Watch how the pro does it.
The pro without a rope.
All right. See
Okay.
you later.
Pay attention to where I was on that wall. I'm not on that place now. Cheated me out of a climb. All I'm saying. Egg!
This is the real deal. I feel like I got front row seats.
Curse, thank you for cheating out of saved you from. Curse, thank you for returning your honeycomb egg and borrowing an Arctic egg. Blue, cheated out or saved you from. I mean, look how I'm trying to go over there and it just...
How? You are so fast, it's wild.
I was talking to chat, Marco. You should chill out. Like, Marco's getting very impressed considering I was talking to Twitch chat. Just give me flat ground. My kingdom for flat ground.
You're not so tough all of a sudden. I guess there was good reason to complain.
Fuck my life. Fuck my Chongus life.
See? That's where I got stuck. And you just got over it without breaking a sweat.
Ugh.
I'm so lame.
You are so lame, Marco. Get on my level. Get on my level, Marco, you son of a bitch. I think we have to go... No. Yeah. Wow, we've got to go up the mountain, but we can go this way. We can walk partially up this bit, I think. I could really do with wherever that water's dripping from. Yeah, you can head up that way. Like a cave here. I don't remember there being anything of particular importance on that level, and but getting really pissed off by it. What the fuck, bro? I was going to raid you, but you didn't show up on my list, so I assumed you weren't live. How dare you? Nats! It's been a hard day. I accidentally pressed go live by accident, and I had to start stream like half an hour early, but there's like an entire like 2-minute bit of footage of me sat looking at my phone. Somehow I managed to hit go live before I started. I did not want that chalk. I mean, it's a good thing I didn't have my cock out on my bare ass. How much I'm laughing. You wouldn't have been laughing if I'd been banned from the platform forever because I had my dick in my hands or something. Not that I do that 5 seconds before I go live, but still. That's how you get arrested. Some streamers have been caught doing that. Gross. Gross. Not on my Christian Minecraft server. I got the soup. I got the soup. Just releasing a little bit of tension before stream. I mean, like, sometimes stream stresses me out, but I've never had to do that before I went live. I have control. I'm not a beast. Here I am, kink shaming you all. How was stream? Night came in and told us you got MVP. I got my MVP. Is that your first one? Unsuccessfully kink shaming. It wasn't really even I will admit I don't think my heart was in kink shaming you guys over that. Jesus, no, I'm better than that. Well, we got absolutely destroyed in that test run that we did. I've not played that game in ages. I can't remember how any of the I logged into it to see if it would crash for me in the same way it was crashing for you, and then you invited me. That was literally the first. You went back to mid-watch? No, I went back to Cairn. I went live accidentally early. I'm in your walls, streaming slightly ahead of schedule. But there's a new channel point, Redeem, you should press called Raining Cats and Frogs. It needs to be seen to be believed. I love it. Makes me happy. I'm gonna have to do a photo shoot with him. I don't like featuring. I wanna, like, it's important that we get nice photos of him with his new situation. So we can get some nice photos of him when he's feeling a bit better. And then so I picked photos where you can't really see his legs. Because I want some up-to-date photos of him so you guys can see that he's okay. So he was getting, it was very nice. He was getting, he's a mouthy fucker, is our George. And he was getting all chatty before I went live. After we got back from the vet this evening. And he hadn't been, so it was really nice to hear him chattering away to himself again. I'm on a ledge. I am a legend. Fucking client, what are you doing? What an asshole. Just go down here for the love of God. Thank you. Oh, okay. Do a little bit of a rummage as we go. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost to the temple proper. I need food and water. There is food and water here, if I remember correctly. The one thing I did here when I played it on normal mode was climb up to the roof of the temple, if you remember, and it was a complete waste of time. So, we're not going to the roof of the temple this time around. That's personal growth. Thank you. Okay. Let's do a couple of laps of this place and light the fires and collect the inventories.
Looks more like resin.
Now, there's definitely water here. I vaguely remember there being so. I just can't remember where. Ah, yeah, there's a fountain there.
Don't drop a match here.
Yeah, don't light the entire temple on fire. That would be a mistake. 3 lines indicate a climb attempt to the summit. 3 lines, everybody. 3 lines.
The only kind of advertising Chris hadn't thought of yet.
Clasp of my raspberry beverage and fill every container I own with water. I can make soup. I can make... Okay, we've got some stuff. We're not doing awfully. I need to go around and find anything that I can take with me. Tea bags. I got sports gel. I got oats. Alpine cola. That's gonna work out for me. Let's stay here a second. Get in the tent. Get in your tent. You silly woman. How are your fingers doing right now? Honestly, I'm surprised after that cliff climb that they're as good as that. Let's wrap that up. Let's wrap that up. Dun, 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 dun. My groceries just arrived. They gave me bonus groceries, a big pack of Lurpak, because that shit is like $9, a pack of flatbreads, and a perky nana. Okay, I'll buy. What's a perky nana? Are you just using colloquial terms for bananas? Just call it a banana. Oh, it's a chocolate bar. It sounds like a banana. It sounds like a banana that's happy to see you. And that would just be weird. New Zealand chocolate bar that is like banana flavored stuff wrapped in chocolate. They're delicious. Interesting. I do like me. I will admit, yeah, I do still have a fondness for Australian chocolate bars. Burkinana is when your grandmother accidentally uses regular instead of decaf. I like that. That makes me happy. Are you suddenly hinting you want another Aussie care package? I can make that happen. No, I do not need another Aussie care package. You spent enough the first time. You do not need to send more. If you want to support me in some way, Kirst, buy a hammer and nails and build me a very tiny staircase so George can easily get on the bed. That's the thing I'm most looking at on the internet right now. Very small, pet-sized staircases. My search history is atrocious. It's just staircases. Tiny staircases. I have a friend with a 3D printer. Honestly, that's a brilliant idea, but I don't. Also, that would be a big 3D print. Oh, I'm sure they exist. I'm in the mood for research. I'm looking for a nice one that I can use as like a piece of furniture. I'm sure 100% they exist. They're all just there's people have weird ideas about stuff that you wanna. They're all like storage mediums for some reason. You can get a bunch of them, but they all look like they're constructed out of cardboard storage boxes. That's like cardboard, that is true.
Still a lot of villagers left.
That sky looks like AI. It does not. Shut up. A nice wooden one would be good. Yeah. Does anybody know where I could fashion a tiny cat peg leg? Asking for a friend. The friend is my cat. I could Full Metal Alchemist my cat and get him an animatronic. Somehow I don't think that exists in real life, but still, it's fun to talk about. Buy a wooden spoon and cut off the handle. I mean, it's irrelevant, really. I know prosthetics for cats exist, but where George doesn't have any leg left. Oh, I learned some fun facts. Would you like to know some fun facts? We didn't talk about this at the beginning of stream. I need like a 5-second brain break because we're about to enter another hard climb. The back legs I don't include in this list, but we were told by our vet that the front legs of a cat are very straightforward to remove because cats, when they land on their feet, require a certain amount of cushioning because it's like the stereotype, right? A cat falls from a great height, they sort of go thunk and then streak off. When you feel your shoulder like this, you can feel a certain amount of like girdling, I think was the technical term that the vet used for around your joint. Because if a human dropped from a great height, you'd shatter your socket joints, but cats don't have that. So in terms of the amputation process that George went through, it was like a cut, pop the leg off, stitch it back up again. Not that it's still an amputation, and an amputation is a very big deal. But as removals of a body part go, apparently cats' front legs are very straightforward. Also, and this is a warning to all cat owners everywhere, there is apparently a very, 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 very rare type of cat cancer that affects the lungs. And the only reason you know that it would be happening is if the cat's feet go weird. So George's foot's been weird for X amount of time. So when we got him another x-ray, the first thing they did was x-ray his chest. So we got the phone call from the vet. Go weird, like George had infections and various like bloody business and all just... There's a lung cancer you can get in cats that destroys their feet, basically. That was something that we didn't know that is now a thing. Also, this was the third fact, and I keep forgetting this one. Cat pain is monitored on a grimace scale. So when we went into the vet to pick him up for the first time, they were like, you're probably going to have to come back to us for 3 to 5 days for pain relief. Pain relief is like an injection in the scruff of his neck. It's reasonably straightforward. They said 3 to 5 days. And the thing that I sort of, the thing that I asked immediately was, how do you know if it's 3 days or 5 days? And apparently there's like a chart of different pencil drawing cat faces where certain components of their faces on like a scale vary dependent on the number of pain, the difference of pain that they're currently experiencing. So there's like an eyebrow line and a mouth line and a nose line and a jaw line, and then it's a scale of 1 to 3. So your cat gets a score of like 2, 2, 1, 3 or something like that in terms of the thing. And if it calculates to a certain number, it still requires pain medication. The things you learn when your significant animal in your life goes through fairly serious surgery. Oh, did you like the 1? No, I lit the 3. I lit the 3 again. I should have done it. I should have, because I bet there's an achievement for light each one, isn't there? And I've lit the same one again. Your significant porther, that's a good one. I do say George has ruined me for all other cats. I repeated myself with the oil thing that I lit, but chances are I probably will be doing the game again. Oh, no, I won't tell you, but since you already made it to the top in a save, you won't get cursed. Okay. Hell. Somehow I can cope with that. Honestly, I want to get endgame hardcore mode. If I get endgame hardcore mode, we'll call this entire experience a success. Do I have room for a can, even slightly? Probably not. Disco, 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 disco. Oh! No, we're moving on. We're going up that. How long have we got left before today's stream? We've got 20 minutes to get up this rock. NTE is still open. How long does it... When does it run out? Today? I don't know how long for. Maybe they've extended it for a weekend. It feels very strange to end a beta on a Friday night. Why would they not do it Saturday, Sunday? They're UTC plus 8. So what? That's 8 hours ahead of where we are now. 8 hours from now. We are UTC. The Chimken speak sense. Why would they end a playtest on a Friday when everybody's home for a Saturday, Sunday? It just seems very strange if that's the case. Why? Wait, oh no. Chim, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening right now? What? I think it's gone. Oh, it's gone. It's gone forever. You'll never... It won't let me in. It ended. Yeah, you're never going to get to play it again. It's going to get cancelled and never released. Can you believe that? Crashing out. Well... HME winning. I am. I've done the hardest wall in the game. So if I die now... we like, if we die now, it's accidental and probably avoidable. I'm actually so fucking upset. I love NTT. When does it fully release? When does it fully release? May 16th. Oh, that's fucking ages away. I'm not fixing this. I can't fix this for you. I'm saying it like I can fix it for you. I can't fix it for you. I don't know why I'm pretending like I've got some magical solution that's going to make you feel better. So like 200 years. If it's any consolation, Forza 6 comes out on the 19th of May as well. Or, sorry, in May. And I'm waiting for that, so I feel bad about that. So we can feel bad about the games that we love together. How dare they release Forza 6 so late? What a bunch of assholes. I'm going to start climbing this, and it's going to go oh so well. Zero 007 First Light releases 27th of March. I have somehow avoided any information on that game. I do know it looks good. But I tried the Indiana Jones game when it came out, and it just didn't... Like, I don't think I gave it enough time. I'm not sure if I want another big, sort of like, film-based video game series. I'm on the fence, is what I'm saying. Though I will say... Haven't tried the Indiana Jones one. I'll at least wait for a good sale. It was okay. If anything, I probably should go back to it and give it another shot, because I did not give it the room that it required, and all of the DLC's out for it now. The one thing I will say about the 007 game is I believe the face that they've used for it is the same guy that did young Dexter, and he's a very good actor. So I would love to watch it to like support them as as an experience. I also don't. Am I unique in my general distaste for James Bond? I don't really like James Bond. Is that okay? Can I say that in 2026? No, I'm not a fan either. Like, I feel like he gives me the ick. I just feel like I'm not very British when I say shit like that about James Bond. Perhaps not. The books were a lot different from the movies, though. I like the Daniel Craig ones best. Who else can date a gal called Pussy McFanny but James Bond? They were not called Pussy McFanny. I wanna hump a lot. Oh, thank God, the magic flower. There's a second magic flower in that room. There's a second magic flower in that room. If I can get to that magic flower today, I might call it quits there, because Jesus fucking Christ, this has gone a lot better. This is only a 2-hour stream and I've made actual progress. Look at it. It's got a magic resurrection flower. I would love to put that magic resurrection flower in my mouth. If that's okay. Can I do that? Doing that weird thing again where she won't let go of the wall. Will you get another rainbow road trip if you eat it? No, it would be so funny if you'd fall on the way. If I fucking fall here now, I don't know what I'll do, but I won't be best pleased. I will write a strongly worded letter to all of your mothers. The books were more like the Raymond Chandler, Dashiell Emmett Noir mysteries. Less gadgets, more punching than the movies. I don't know, it's just, everybody fucking loved them when, like, as a kid. Like, James Bond has been a thing in Britain. Like, people talked about going to see the latest James Bond film, and it's like this big experience, and I just never ever got it. I can't pick up a second Edelweiss. It's right there. Pearly Edelweiss. Boom. Have a good weekend, folks. No worries. Thanks, Merrick. I'm heading off to bed, Jim. Have a good rest of your stream. A good night. Thank
You're
you.
coming with me, hot stuff.
I don't believe you though. Like, if I sign off stream and you're still in TMs, heads are gonna roll, Nats. Heads are gonna roll. I'm gonna call it there though myself. I'm not tempting fate. I refuse to tempt fate. I refuse to tempt fate. We have made such good progress today. I'm not pushing that line any further than I need to. We have been live an hour and 48 minutes. Usually I finish at 2 hours. I'm just gonna go. I've got the resurrection flower now, and that's great. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for joining me today. The beginning of stream was a little bit all over the shop, but I really appreciate you for hanging out as long as you have done. Chat! I don't recommend getting your animal's leg amputated, but George, I will keep you informed via the Discord, via streams, so if you don't want to hear about my cats, I will repeat to that one guy on YouTube that really didn't want to hear about my cats. This isn't the right place for you if you don't like talking about animals, because I freaking love my cat. Everybody, can we just get another one of these? I would like to also take this opportunity to shout out to the Evil Seedlet. Evil Seedlet didn't know I was going to do this, but they also have just given me bits, so they've triggered this, and it's entirely their own fault. I went to Evil Seedlet in DMs, like I have numerous times, with an idea the other day, and not only did they go away and figure out exactly what I needed to do, they wrote me like a 1,000-word explanation of how to achieve it. The problem was we spent the first 15 minutes of this conversation bemoaning the fact that we couldn't believe that this thing existed on the internet. So Seedlit wrote out this 1,000-word explanation. I'm going to be honest, I looked at it when I was not in the best place this week and wasn't able to decode some of it. I then go onto Etsy, having looked previously, and immediately find the thing that Evil Seedlit has built manually. So I ended up buying the Evil Seedlit. I ended up buying the thing from Etsy rather than use the thing that Evil Seedlit put together. It's actually Evil Seedlit without the... You're not a real fan, caught in 4K. I mean, the Evil Seedlit, like the Jesus. But either way, Evil Seedlit puts up with a lot of my shit. And if I have done anything in the last 6 months or so when it comes to Twitch streaming that makes sense, one of the things that made the most sense that I did was make Evil Seedlit my head mod. So can we all get 07s in chat for Evil Seedlit, my head mod, my friend, and basically like just an all-round incredible person in my experience. So like I'll also press this. I'll also go over here and do this. I'll also do this. That's it. Thank you very much for being here. I will not be wearing my robe on stream again, so if anybody has enjoyed this hairy chest that you can see, that's all you're getting. You're never seeing my hairy chest again, because Jesus Christ, this is warm. Holy shit. I'm really glad you exist. At the beginning of my streams, I ask if there's anything I can be proud of you for. So at the end of my streams, I like to say something different. Chat, I'm also really proud of you for existing. The world is a dark, scary place right now, and the fact that you are alive in it is something to be massively proud of, and I am so proud of you for being alive, chat. No more Chim Hefner. No more Chim Hefner. No more Chim Hefner. I'm so proud of you for being a live chat. A couple of reminders: you do not need to watch my content. You do not need to be in chat. You do not need to lurk in chat. The lurking is always appreciated. What I want you to do is focus on that existence as best as you possibly can, and if my content can make that existence any easier, that is the niche that I'm trying to fill on the internet. It's at this point of the stream I invite everybody still listening to type the word fuck. Fuck is a multifaceted word. It can be either a positive or a negative. You can go, fucking hell, I still love Ken. Fucking hell, I beat the hardest wall in the game today in Ken. Fucking hell, George is recovering, and me and Dolly are both doing our best to take care of him as much as possible. I need to cut myself a little slack. I'm a good cat dad, and I need to stop stressing about being a bad one. What else do we say? The negatives. Fuck the Trump administration. Fuck the British Labour government. There's George in his bag right now. That's a photo of George in his carrier at the vet. Fuck the Trump administration. Fuck ICE. Fuck the British Labour government. Fuck reform and everything it fucking stands for in British politics. Fuck losing people too soon. Fuck Sjogren's disease. Fuck cancer. Fuck epilepsy. Fuck strange infections that your beloved animals get, which they can't cure, that leads to the removal of limbs. Amputation is the word that I'm looking for, and that's it for today. Fuck George is a good egg. He is. We're very lucky. I'm gonna throw you at Luxury Pigeon. Luxury Pigeon, I'm lucky enough to have live right now because usually he isn't at this point of the evening, so we're gonna take this opportunity to send you in that way. I've also realized I'm finishing half an hour earlier than I usually would, but I also went live by accident half an hour earlier than I usually would. So actually, you've earned back time. So I'll be back tomorrow with more Ken. Hopefully, based off where we are right now, I can probably finish the run if I give it the 4 hours, because I know exactly where I'm going this time. So tomorrow we might finish hard mode Ken if everything goes as planned. I'm massively jinxing myself. If you are subscribed, drop a raid, but on arrival, if you are unsubscribed, there are some raid messages in chat. Thank you very much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. I love you all. Good night.